That's deep, you know, because that's literally what happened. And you know, the scriptures say that scriptures say that he's what's the Jeremiah 49 and 10.
Right.
It says that
Made Esau better.
but I made Esau bare, and I've uncovered secret places that he cannot hide himself. So what you showed me was on point because um, that show you that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai has revealed Esau as being wicked, all right, and every wicked deed he's done is being put on display for the whole world. So that's why he's hated. You know, Obadiah says he's going to be despised. All right, well, go to Obadiah real quick. Go to Obadiah real quick, and that's in verse uh, uh, um, 2.
Verse 2.
Yeah, it says thou art greatly despised.
Come. Obadiah 1 and 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen.
Yeah.
Thou art greatly despised.
Yeah, thou art greatly despised. So Esau is greatly despised because everybody knows that Esau brings death and misery, all right, and war to their lands, to their people. And you look at how Esau came to power. It should say that he got unrighteous dealings, right? Sirach 10, all right. So Esau came to power through unrighteous dealings. Now we know through prophecy that Esau had to be set in power so they could be revealed as the wicked. Okay. So you go to 2 Thessalonians 2, and that man of sin be revealed, son of perdition. So Esau had been revealed, right? He had been exposed, and that's why we able to identify him and even condemn him with the scriptures. Because we ain't the one that's condemning him. It's the scriptures. The Lord's word condemns him. Like the words of the Heavenly Father and His Son condemn him. All right. So that's what it is. All right, Shalom. Shalom out there. First, I'd like to start off by giving all honor and praises and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakam Kodash, and double honors to the elder apostles at Great Millstone, who rule well and who have taught us knowledge. Peace and blessings and salutations to you, Akim out there. We're working with sincerity. Shalom to you. Shalom to the Akim that believe as well. Back out here in the highways and hedges, you know, going into prophecy, going into the downfall of this place you call America, telling the people on the sign who they are, of so-called Negro, so-called Hispanic, so-called Native American descent, that we are the Israelites according to the Bible, all right? And more importantly, to wake up the elect, you know, because the elect is the most important, all right? The Lord had to care for His elect, all right? Wisdom of Solomon, the 3rd chapter tells you that, okay? So, real quick, grab my sword. That's why I need that iPad, because I can, you know, typing it in, you know what I'm saying, brother? Yeah. Typing it in, come up faster. So, hey, Tawada. Yeah, Tawada. I'm gonna go up there. Tawada, let me know that too, brother. I appreciate it. So, this is on my spirit, so I'm gonna go into it. This is Matthew 10, because going into the Gentile subject, right? Because and this is actually the Edomite came up the other week. It kind of inspired me to do that, right? A couple weekends ago, like not the last weekend, but the weekend before, he came up here. And I was dealing with him, even though he was trying to cut me off and shit, and I was like, yo, we gotta, deal one thing at a time. But he actually put it on my, he kind of, not put it on my mind, but he made me focus in on the Gentile subject matter again, you know? Because I ain't even talking about it in a little bit, and I'm gonna go into it today because, you know, he came up here, he used that, you know, the so-called Jews, he said them are the Lord's people. Okay, and he said everybody can come in. All right, he was talking about everybody can come in, and he thought that the Lord died for them. All right, he don't know who the Israelites are, according to him, because he think the Lord's people are the ones in the land. Okay, well let's deal with that first. I'm gonna have you read a little bit for me. I'm gonna hold something. All right, go to So go to Numbers 24 and about the go to Numbers 24. It should be about around the last couple of verses where it says the Lord will have war with Amalek generation to generation. It was in chapter 23. Go to matter of fact, go to Numbers 24 and 20. Go to Numbers 24 and 20.
With the number 24, verse 20.
Yeah.
And when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parrot.
Now it says Amalek, right? So you gotta know who Amalek is in the scriptures, right? So hold that. Go to Genesis 36, and it's about the 10th, 11th verse, right? Because you gotta know who Amalek is. Because Amalek in the land right now. The Amalekites are in the land of Israel. So you gotta know who Amalek is referring to, okay? Because they go back to the house of Esau. We're gonna prove it.
Book of Genesis, chapter 36, verse 9.
It goes. Start at 8 and then jump down to about 10 or 11. It mentions Amalek.
Verse 8.
Yeah.
Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir.
Yeah.
Esau is Edom.
Yeah. Esau is Edom. Go ahead.
And these are the generations of Esau,
Yeah.
the father of the Edomites.
So Esau, Edom is the father of the Edomites, right? And how your lineage is passed. Numbers 1 and 18, by the house of your fathers. That's how you declare your pedigree, your bloodline. By the house of your fathers. Now keep reading.
And Mount Seir.
And Mount Seir. Now jump down to verse 10. Let's about verse 10. Start there.
Verse 10. These are the names of Esau's sons.
Sons. That's another word for seed. Right? The son go back to seed or sperm. Again, we deal with bloodline, right? Descendants, right? Offspring. Go ahead.
Eliphaz, the son of Ada,
Uh-huh.
the wife of Esau.
There you go.
Ruah, the son of Bashemah, the wife of Esau. And the sons of Eliphaz were Teman, Omar,
Uh-huh.
Zepho, and Gatam, and Kenaz, and Tenah was concubine to Eliphaz, Esau's son.
Esau's sons. Still dealing with the sons. Because you know why? Sons are that's you notice they keep mentioning the sons. Now I may mention the concubine because he had children with the concubine. Still is mentioning the sons. Go ahead.
And she bare to Eliphaz Amalek.
There you go. Amalek is he's the son of Esau's son, which goes back to Esau. That's the third. That's 3 generations right there. There you go. So it's the seed. You don't need no more right there. Go back to Numbers. We know that Amalek goes back to the seed, the lineage, the offspring, right, the bloodline, pedigree, right, of Esau, Edom, to his son Eliphaz. Go ahead.
Numbers 24, verse 20. And when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said,
Yeah, Amalek, right? Because the scriptures tell you that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. Go ahead.
Amalek was the first of the nations.
Amalek was the first of the nations, right? Remember our foreparents came out of old Egypt, all right, the Egyptian captivity, and who came up against us first? It was Amalek. So the house of Esau, Edom, dealing with the tribe of Amalek, the chief tribe of them. That's whom is the elites of this world, the Amalekites. Go ahead.
But his latter end shall be that he perish forever.
So, and that's prophecy. That's prophecy. The latter end, all right, is going to perish forever. Read that part again.
But his latter end shall be that he perish forever.
Yeah, Obadiah mentioned the same thing in verse 18. There should be none remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it. So that's prophecy. That haven't happened yet. There's no time period in history where you've seen the Edomites be done away with. You got guys like Vocab talking about the Edomites be done away with. No, the Edomites are here ruling. The Edomites are in power today. All right, go to Genesis 25 and 25. Edom means red. So there's the red people ruling today.
Genesis chapter 25, verse 25. And the verse came out red, all over, like a hairy garment.
Yeah, so he came out red over like a hairy garment. That's a so-called white man. That's why we say so-called. Because he's not white, he's red. All right? And he don't want to accept that. You're the Edomite, all right, of the Bible. All right? You look at them, they're red. Matter of fact, one of the guys on my crew, he ride the paver and shit, right? When we pave roads, the asphalt. He one of the paver operators, you know what I'm saying? He be on the right side, you know what I'm saying? On two sides, you see on the paver, right? One on the high side, one on the low side. The low side is the right side, right? He sits on there right now. You know we out in the sun and shit, right? This motherfucker got burnt so bad on his fucking ear from the sun. Now who they happen to? The Edomites. You have a skin disease, all right? You have a skin type that's called leprosy. You're born as a clean, not clean, but you're born as a leopard, all right? You're a straight leopard when you're born. Meaning what? You're born with no pigment, which is brown pigment, or melanin. That's Esau. That's why we say the so-called white man. Esau knows that he looks weird, you know? We ain't gotta talk shit and make fun. They know within themselves that something about their skin type is not right. Okay? That's why they go in, that's why when you go to, to the Edomite communities, they have tanning shops. The gyms always packed with the tanning booths. There's some Edomites don't even come to the gym to work out, they just come in to get a fucking tan. Because they want to look dark. You know? But go ahead, brother. What are the numbers? That was it?
Yeah.
All right, so the Edomites are ruling, right? Now, the scriptures tell you, all right, go to Zechariah chapter 9, I believe it's verse 12. All right? I think it's Zechariah chapter 9, verse 12, I believe. It speaks about a bastard dwelling in Ashdod. And I was watching, I got off work yesterday, and I was watching the Elder Apostles video, and I watched one of the videos talking about how bastards dwell in Ashdod, which is the land of Israel, right? What is saying there?
Zechariah 9.
Is it verse 12? And the bastards dwell in Ashdod. Bear with me 1 second.
Oh, that's verse 6.
Is it 6? Is it 6? The bastards dwell in Ashdod?
No.
Okay, Shalaki, I know it's in that. Read it.
Book of Zechariah, chapter 9, verse 6. And a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod.
Yeah, Ashdod is in the land of Israel. That's all you need. Here a little, there a little, right? So a bastard, the point is a bastard. So the dwell in Ashdod. Ashdod is in the land of Israel. So you have a bastard that's dwelling over there. Well, first of all, we know the Israelites are the sons of the Heavenly Father. We know that the Israelites, the word Israel itself, it means son, or you go into the Hebrew, Yah is he. The word Shar would be prince. All right? And then Allah is power, or you can say God in English, right? He's a prince of God. A prince is a son. Right? Normally, when you say a prince, he's the son of a king. Right? Because that's who follows the king. His sons will be named princes. So we're princes of the king on high. Right? So go from there and go to the book of Ezekiel 36. Go to the book of Ezekiel 36, about the fifth verse. I think about the fifth verse.
Book of Ezekiel
36 and 5.
36, verse 5. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen,
Residue of the heathen, right? First talking about the other nations. All right, go ahead.
and against all Idumea,
Against all Idumea, which is the Greek way of saying heathen. All right, go ahead.
which have appointed mine land,
Appointed my land, claimed the land. All right, go ahead.
and to their possession.
Into their possession. All right, that's why we go into the 1948 situation when you had Henry Balfour. All right, and the Rothschilds that orchestrated, again, what you call the Balfour Declaration. Okay? When you had actual people appoint the land of the Lord's land, the land of Israel, all right, into their possession. All right? That ain't just happen just for no reason. The scripture just tell you what happened. All right? Read it again. Go to the top again. Read it from the top.
Therefore, thus saith Yahweh, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen,
And the heathen, right? Go ahead.
and against all Idumea, which have appointed my land, and to their possession,
Idumea appointed their land to their possession. Go ahead.
with the joy of all their heart,
The joy of all their heart. Go ahead.
with despiteful mind,
With a spiteful mind. Because why? Here it is, the people not in the land, which is our people. And what happened? Oh, let's claim the Lord's land for ourselves. You know, we'll take on their nationality. We'll tell the world that we're the Lord's people, right? And they've done that, right? They successfully done that. We'll tell the whole world was thinking that they the Lord's people, and they thinking we just, you know what I'm saying? We just some, you know, people that just been slaves, right? We ain't got no home. The scripture speak about we not having a short dwelling place, man. We've been like pilgrims on this earth, man. We've been removed into captivity. You know? Go ahead, read that.
with despiteful minds, to cast it out for a prey.
Uh-huh.
Prophesy therefore concerning the land of Israel.
The land. So the Lord told us to prophesy even against the inhabitants of that land. Because they what? Idumea. The Edomites have appointed that land to their possession. All right? When you go into prophecy about how the children of Israel will return into their land, the Lord will set them in their land. Somebody set someone or set anything somewhere, that's a physical act. Right? If you set your cup down, all right, if you set up a picture, you have to physically do that. Okay? You have to physically do that. In the physical way, the Lord is going to send his people back to the lands by way of the chariots, the so-called UFOs. That's the strangers of his salvation. Did that take place? All right, did the Lord, did we see the second coming of Yahweh Shai? Absolutely not. Because that's prophecy. That Yahweh Shai will come back and deliver his elect, which are all of the house of Israel. Okay? Go to Matthew 24. And verse, we're going to go to 30. Start at 30. Go to Matthew 24, 30.
Book of St. Matthew
About the
24,
elect, right?
verse 30. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man.
And who's the Son of Man? That's the Messiah, Yahweh Shai. Okay? Then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man. Go ahead.
In heaven.
In heaven, which is the firmament, right? Go ahead.
And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn.
Yeah, all the tribes of earth mourn. Go ahead.
And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven.
Yeah, because when they see Yahweh Shai and the innumerable amount of angels, you know what I'm saying, in the chariots, that's going to be a worldwide event. They're going to be spooked. All right? See, right now you see it where Esau is, he's being forced to admit that the so-called UFOs are real. The way he's telling you is that they're the chariots of the Lord, also known as the chariots of Israel. right? That's matter of fact. Hold that. Hold that. Go to I, I, hold what you got. I'll get that real quick. Second Kings 2. Let's just say the chariots of Israel. All right, we're gonna get that. That's what they are. All right, the chariots of Israel. Now, this is 2 Kings chapter 2, and let's start a little bit. Let's go about verse 7 or 8. So this is 2 Kings chapter 2 and verse 8. It says, and Elijah took his mantle and wrapped it together and smote the waters, and they were divided hither and thither, so that they too went over on dry ground. And it came to pass, when they were going over, that Elijah said unto Elisha, ask what I shall do for thee, before I be taken away from thee. Because, this is when Elijah, was getting ready to be taken away from Elisha by the Lord. Okay? It says, before I be taken away from thee. And Elisha said, I pray thee, let a double portion of thy spirit be upon thee. All right, that was heavy that he said that, because the Lord was dealing with Elijah on a high level, man. Elijah was a man of the Lord. He's a prophet. He's a man of the Lord. So, and knowing that Elijah was anointed by the Lord, Elisha wanted that same anointing as well. All right, that Elijah had. Elijah, he's special. Okay. Elijah, he's not just no average Israelite. The prophets are not just normal Israelites. The prophets, the servants, teachers, bishops, the elders, they're not just average Israelites. They have a how do I say that? They have an important duty to perform, right? It says, verse 10, and he said, thou hast asked a hard thing. Nevertheless, if thou see me when I am taken from thee, it shall be so unto thee. But if not, it shall not be so. And it came to pass, as they still went on and talked, that behold, there appeared a chariot of fire, the horses of fire, and departed them both asunder. Now it speaks about these same chariots when you go into the account of the Lord guiding our foreparents, all right, through the wilderness, all right, when he brought them out of the Egyptian captivity. It said that the cloud, all right, or the refers to the chariots, right? It says a pillar of fire by night, all right, and there's a cloud by day, roughly paraphrasing. Because that was a chariot, a massive chariot following over our people. All right, whom the Lord guided our foreparents out of there, right? You go to Psalm 68. Hold what you got. Go to Psalm 68, and I think it's verse. I believe it's verse 18. And that's what it says, or 17. The church of the Lord. Read that. Read that.
Book of Psalms, 68, verse 17.
Yeah.
The chariots of the Most High are 20,000, even thousands of angels.
Yeah, even thousands of angels. Go ahead.
The Lord is among them.
The Lord is among them. Go ahead.
As in Sinai. And the
Sinai. Yeah, as in Sinai. So the Lord was among, he was in that chariot guiding our foreparents out of the Egyptian captivity. See? That's all I need. Go back now. Let me go back here. It says 2 Kings 2:11, and it came to pass as they still went on and talked that behold, there appeared a chariot of fire and horses of fire, and parted them both asunder. And Elijah went up by a whirlwind into heaven. So Elijah, all right, was received by a chariot. A chariot abducted, all right, if you will. The chariot, or so-called UFO, abducted the prophet Elijah, okay, and took him up into heaven, all right? Now check this out. Verse 12, it says, and Elisha saw it, and he cried, my father, my fire, I'm sorry, my father, my father. So it's like, you know, you say Abba Yah, Abba Yah. Abba is father, Yah on the end mixing the ma. So, you know, in front it's a he, but, you know, but on the end it's say Abba Yah, my father, my fire. My father, my father. It says the chariot of Israel and the horsemen thereof. The horsemen are the angels. Okay? You have to, say you had somebody right now that was riding a horse. The rider will be known as the horseman. He's the one that's riding the horse and controlling the horse. When you're talking about vehicles, the vehicle is the same thing. The vehicle is judged by what? Horsepower, right? Every engine is determined, or every vehicle has a rating which is called or known as horsepower, right? But who's controlling that? You are. You're the horseman. You're the driver of that vehicle, right? And you control how fast it goes, how hard it runs, right? Same with the angels or in the chariots, right? The chariots are comparable to a vehicle, all right? The chariots are a vehicle, you know. And the vehicles are the angels, and then the angels will be the horseman or the driver of the vehicle, right? So that's you know, that's how you know that, you know, there's no new thing under the sun, right? You got on earth, you have horsemen and horsemen, you have horses and horsemen, and in the heavens you have horses and horsemen, right? Same thing, okay? It says, that's it. So go back to what you read now.
For the St. Matthew, chapter 24, verse 30.
Yeah, there you go.
And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man.
Yes, we know what the clouds is. So the cloud received Elijah, which was a chariot. So the same clouds that Elijah was received in or abducted in, so-called UFO, right? This is the same thing or the same way that Yahweh Shai, the Messiah, is going to return with the chariots. Go ahead.
In heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn.
Yep.
And they shall see the Son of Man coming.
There you go.
And the clouds of heaven.
There you go. So whenever been a recorded time in history, we've seen the Son of Man, which is Yahweh Shai, coming with the chariots. Right? Because it goes to say this. Go ahead and read it.
With power and great glory.
Power and great glory. Go ahead.
And he shall send his angels.
Sending the angels, right? The angels play a part of prophecy. Right? Go ahead.
With the great sound of a trumpet.
Uh-huh.
And they shall gather together his elect.
So when there was a time in history where the Lord have sent the angels, all right, to recover his elect. In the chariots, which are the chariots, are the clouds. All right, clouds is the metaphor, all right, for the chariots. That haven't happened yet. Okay? That's how the Lord's going to set Isaiah 14. The Lord going to what? Have mercy on Jacob and yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. Notice it says Israel. Because whom the Lord coming for? The Israelites. The elected Israelites. The Israel of the Most High. It's like Galatians 6 chapter. Okay? So, we know the Lord is coming for his people. Matthew 1:21. For she shall bring forth a son, thou shalt call his name Yahweh, and he shall save his people from their sins. Right? The point is, he came, all right, what's that? Romans 9:5. That's concerning the flesh. The anointed, it say Christ, but the word Christ means anointed, right? So the anointed is Yahweh. It says concerning the flesh, he came for who? Verse 4 said the Israelites, to whom pertain the glory, the adoption, all right, and the covenants, the giving of the law. So the elect, you go into Revelation the 7th chapter. Them that were sealed. They say of who? Matter of fact, go to it. Go to Go to Revelation 7. Hold what you got. Hold what you got. Go to Revelation 7, and I think it's verse 4. But that's what it's about. The Lord coming back to deliver his elect of the Israelites. Okay? And everybody ain't no goddamn Israelite, man. You have to be of the seed, stock, the bloodline of so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans. We are Israelites. Can't be no spiritual Israelite. If you be grafted in, now you can be a part of the covenants. That ain't how this works. You goddamn heathen, they go through the curses that we in slavery, we in Obama society, and now you think you're gonna come in here and then the Lord gonna just give you our blessing that we're gonna receive in the kingdom? The Lord ain't never make a covenant with you, goddamn heathen, man. He made a covenant with our foreparents, okay? And he made a new covenant with our people. All right? And there's never been a covenant established with no heathen. All right? Not throughout none of the scriptures. The Lord never established a covenant with the heathen. Not fucking Edom, not Moab, not Ammon, not Ham. All right? Not Ishmael. Not even Japheth. None of them. The Lord made a covenant and established a covenant with his people, whom he chosen, all right, from all the families of the earth. He chosen the Israelites. Go ahead.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 7, verse 4. And I heard the number of them which were sealed. And there were sealed 144,000.
144,000, that's the elect come out of the 1/3, right? Because I told them 1/3 going to be saved. Zechariah 13:9. All right, 1/3 is going to be saved. All right, and out of that 1/3, you have the elect governing body, which is the 12,000 of each tribe. Go ahead.
Of all the tribes of the children of Israel.
Of all the tribes, all the 12. Go read the top again.
And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000.
144,000. Go ahead.
Of all the tribes.
Of all the tribes. Go ahead.
Of the children of Israel.
Of the children of Israel, the Israelites. Now the dude came up here, right? And he talking about the small hats. No. Of all the tribes, there are 12 tribes. Okay? When you say the word Jew, it just refers that you are one of the 3 tribes that became the southern kingdom. Going back to the split, right? But there's 9 more tribes that know with that 3. Because it's a total of what? Go to James 1:1. Go to James 1:1. Oh, no, you can read that Revelation. You can be done with that. Read the Revelation. And you're going to go to James 1:1.
Book of James, chapter 1, verse 1.
That's right.
James, a servant of the Most High.
Right?
And the Lord of Hamashiach Yahushua.
There you go.
To the 12 tribes.
To the 12 tribes. Go ahead.
Which are scattered abroad.
Which are scattered abroad. So there you go, man. The Lord has to elect out of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel, out of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel, whom he's going to save. Okay? Now go back to Matthew 24:30. Now we know who the elect is. The elect is of all the seed of Israel. Go ahead.
It's the book of St. Matthew 24:30. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven.
Right.
With power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with the great sound of a trumpet. And they shall gather together his elect from the 4 winds, from one end of heaven to the other.
That's all you need. This is the reason why the gospel had to be preached among all nations, right? matter of fact, in that same chapter of Matthew 24, go to verse 14. I believe that's verse 14. Matter of fact, before you read that, go to Amos 9. Because Amos 9 tell you that the Lord is going to sift the house of Israel. You goddamn Christians don't know the Bible, man. You don't know the Bible. All right, we know the Bible. All right, because we've been taught by real men of the Lord, which are all Israelites, from the apostles on down, that taught us. We know the Bible. You goddamn Christians don't know a damn thing, man. All right? Go to Amos 9. It was at verse 9. Let's say, well, actually, read 9. Well, let's start 8. Amos 9 and 8.
The book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 8. It says, Behold, the eyes of the Most High are upon the sinful kingdom.
Yeah, which is that sinful kingdom now is America, which is ruled by the house of Esau, Edom. This is their kingdom. And it's damn sure a sinful kingdom. Go ahead.
And I will destroy it from off the face of the earth.
That's going to happen soon. And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah is going to destroy this place real soon. All right, you better enjoy it while it lasts. You don't have that much longer. Now, these prophecies are unfolding, coming to pass, back to back. They pushing the charagma. They pushing the charagma real heavy, man. Everybody know about the RFID microchip, man. That ain't no fucking secret no more. All right? And who been teaching that? The Israelites. Go ahead.
Saying that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob.
He's not going to utterly destroy the house of Jacob because he has an elect. He has an elect come out of the house of Jacob. But Jacob's name changed to Israel. Go ahead.
Saith the Most High.
Keep reading.
For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations.
There you go. Among all nations. Go to Deuteronomy 28:64. Because one of the curses that he will scatter us among all the nations. So now he's gonna sift us from among all the nations, where he scattered us to. That's in Isaiah 11 chapter. Go ahead, brother.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
The Lord. Read verse 15, then read 64.
Verse 15.
Because the curses are a sign upon us. All right, go ahead.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe to do all his commandments.
Yeah, it's talking about the Israelites. Go ahead.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee. And
all these curses shall come upon thee. Now go to 64. Because everybody ain't under no curses. But the people on this side are under curses. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
So the Lord wants to scatter the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, the Israelites, among all people. Go ahead.
From the one end of the earth.
From one end of the earth.
Even unto the other.
When you go into the translated slave trade, they were sending Israelites all over the fucking earth. Especially Judah, the tents of Judah. They had their way with them, man. You know? When Christopher Columbus came over here, he took some of us northern tribes over there. Some of Gad, some of all the tribes he was able to capture. Ephraim, Issachar, whomever the tribes he took back over to that side of the earth, and he brought the tents of Judah over here. Indiscriminately. When he got to Judah, he just sent the tents of Judah any fucking where. No, let alone all the atrocities they was doing to him. And the rest of the the tribes. Go ahead. So one end of the earth to the other. Go back to the Amos now. That's all you need to know. The Israelites on one side of the heaven and to the other. On one side of the earth and to the other side of the earth. We're scattered. To the 12 tribes that are scattered abroad, greeting. Go ahead.
It's the book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 9. For lo, I will command.
Yep.
And I will sift the house of Israel.
Yes, when you sift something, you're removing something. And you're retaining something else. All right? I worded it the wrong way. You remove something to retain it. Right? the Lord is removing the seed of Israel, retaining meaning to keep the ones that He chosen to be a part of the elect. That's what the fuck is going on. Not no all nations being saved. No, all the Israelites that are the elect. All right? Go ahead. And lo, I will sift the house of Israel. Go ahead, read that again.
But lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in the seed.
Yeah, you sift corn. Corn's a seed, right? You sift the corn, you remove the bad shit, and you retain the good seed. Well, the good seed are Israelites, according to Matthew 13. You know? You go in these wacky-tacky Christian churches, you go in these Islamic mosques, they don't teach you about Israel. They don't want you to know you're Israelite. These goddamn nigga pastors don't teach you shit. You go to the fucking Iglesia, you go to these Catholic, they don't teach you shit, man. The Bible is about the Israelites, so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans. Remember, they cut us off from being a nation. That's why you call Puerto Rican and Negro and Mexican and Cuban. You know? They refuse to call us by our rightful names that the Lord given us, man. But that's okay. Go ahead.
Yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth.
That's right, because whom the Lord wants to be delivered, they're going to be delivered. You know, that's Jake, man. That's Jake. All right, so now go to Matthew 24:14. Jake always be doing that shit, you know.
St. Matthew 24.
Yeah, Matthew 24:14. Now go with that.
The book of St. Matthew 24, verse 14. And the gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world.
Yeah, the good news, the gospel of good news, right? Should be what? Preached. It said what?
In all the world.
Preaching all the world. Go ahead.
For witness unto all nations.
For witness unto all nations, right? So that's why. Because you have Israelites there. All right, you have Israelites there. Okay, that's the reason why the Lord calls the gospel to be preached among all nations. All right, to all nations, because He want to draw out the Israelites. All right, from among them nations. Whether he scattered, all right, our people too. See? Now drop that. Go to Matthew 10.
The book
I spoke about the Gentiles, right?
Verse 5.
Yeah, go to Matthew 25. There you go.
St. Matthew 10, verse 5. These 12 Yahweh shall send forth and commanded them, saying, Go not in the way of the Gentiles.
Yeah, the actual Gentiles. All right, go ahead.
And into any city of the Samaritans. Enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Right, the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Because the sheep have always been the Israelites. All right, and the Lord is our shepherd, right? Then King David said, the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. The Lord is our shepherd and we're His sheep. Okay? You know? No, Jake, man. I don't know nothing. You know, Jake, man. See? His eye should be evil towards his brother. Curses upon our people, man. But anyways, though, let's show you the curses on our people. Look at that shit, man. Look at that shit. You know, but anyways, go ahead.
St. Matthew 10, verse 6.
No,
Verse 5. These 12 Yahweh shall send forth and commanded them, saying, Go not.
12 would be the disciples which became apostles, and they were all Israelites. He didn't go to the heathen and got disciples. He chose them out of all the Israelites. They don't want to deal with that. Go ahead.
Go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans.
Now, why he say that? Because you know he always bring up the Samaritan woman, right? Whom he rejected her and told her neither, you know what I'm saying, this mountain or at Jerusalem you're going to worship the Father. And he said, you worship you know not what, right? He told her whose salvation is for. Did he not say that in St. John 4th chapter? Goddamn right he told her that. Go, hold that what you got right there. Go to 2 Kings 17 and 24. Yep, we're going to come back to Matthew 10. Go to 2 Kings chapter 17 and verse 24.
The book of 2 Kings, chapter 17, verse 24. And the king of Assyria brought men from Babylon.
Who did?
The king of Assyria.
What happened when the king of Syria brought people from these different nations? Matter of fact, I'm going to let him read it, then we're going to go into that. Go ahead.
And the king of Assyria brought men from Babylon, and from Cuthon, and from Ephah, and from Hamath, and from Sepharvaim, and placed them in the cities of Samaria instead of the children of Israel.
That's all you need right there. Go back to Matthew. Now we know who was there. It wasn't Israelites there. It was heathen there. Go back to Matthew 10:5. That's why Yahushua said, "And in the city of Samaria enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel." You had heathen living in Samaria, which was inhabited by the northern tribes. All right, we inhabited those lands, but we was removed. That same chapter goes into how we was removed during the time of Hoshea, and it says the king of Assyria, Salmanassar, which go into history to be Salmanassar the fifth. He removed us, and it's spoken about in 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, goes into how we removed, how we came into another land where never mankind dwelt, which would be the Americas today, right? So now we know why he said, read it again in Matthew 10:5, why he said, "Go not to the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans, enter ye not."
St. Matthew 10, verse 5. These 12 Yahushua sent forth and commanded them, saying, "Go not into the way of the Gentiles."
Go not into the way of the actual Gentiles, right? Go ahead.
"And enter any city of the Samaritans. Enter ye not."
That's right. Go ahead.
"But go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel."
Go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Go on, keep reading.
Verse 7. "And as ye go, preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand."
There you go. There you go, man. You ain't gotta argue that. The Lord came for that. The Lord told him, "Hey, no, don't go to the Gentiles, and don't worry about these people over in the land of Samaria, which belongs to the northern tribe. The northern tribe ain't there. Go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel." All right. In other words, that's what he said. Go to St. John. Go to St. John 7:35. Yep.
Book of St. John, chapter 7.
Matter of fact, read about 34, 33.
St. John 7, verse 33.
What does it say?
"Then said Yahushua unto them, Yet a little while am I with you, and then I go unto him that sent me. Ye shall
You're going to return to the Father. All right? You should have said he's sitting on the right-hand side of the Most High. Go ahead.
Ye shall seek me, and shall not find me.
Mm-hmm.
And where I am, thither ye cannot come."
Right.
Verse 35. "Then said the Jews among themselves,"
Which was Southern Kingdom Israelites. This is what they said among themselves. Go ahead.
"Whither will he go,
Where would he go? Where are you going to go? Right? Go ahead.
that we shall not find him?
Huh?
Will he go unto the dispersed among the Gentiles?"
Dispersed. Scattered. Dispersed. Same thing. You're going to look up the words dispersed. Please.
Bible dictionary.
Just go to the dictionary. Dispersed. You got the online etymology dictionary?
Come
Go look dispersed.
on. Etymology.
Yep.
Means separate, single, scattered.
Hold on, read it again.
Separate, single, scattered.
Scattered. There you go. That's all you need. That's all you need. Dispersed, scattered, same thing. Scattered abroad, scattered to all nations. That happened to the Israelites. All right, go ahead.
Among the Gentiles.
Read 35 again to the top.
Verse 35. Then said the Jews among themselves, whither will he go?
Yep.
That we shall not find him. Will he go unto the dispersed?
Notice they had an ish on it. Notice they had an ish on it, you know? Go ahead.
Among the Gentiles. And teach the Gentiles.
See? The dispersed among the Gentiles. Because why? They going back to the curse we read, you know what I'm saying? Our people were scattered among the Gentiles, on all nations, the heathen nations. All right? That's what happened to our people. Okay? So that's why the gospel had to be preached unto all nations, because you had Israelites among all nations, whom the Lord is going to sift from all nations, all right, which are the elect, okay? And the rest of the 1/3, okay?
Precept 2.
Huh?
Precept 2.
Bring it up.
Okay, this is the book of
You gotta know what
Second.
the word Gentile means. You gotta know that there's two different types of Gentiles in the Bible. You got the actual Gentiles, and then you got the Israelites that became Gentiles being scattered by being removed out of their land into another land, right? And they became what? Accustomed with they became they became this word I'm looking for. They became practicing of the heathens' customs. Go ahead.
The book of St. Luke, chapter 1, verse 68. Blessed be the Lord God of Israel,
There you go.
for he has visited and redeemed his people,
There you go.
and has raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David.
Yeah, because the Lord's gonna raise up the tabernacle. It's speaking about that in Amos 9 chapter. The Lord's gonna read that real quick. Amos 9 and 11 or 12, verse 12. The Lord said, "I will raise the tabernacle of David that is fallen."
Book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof.
Ooh. That's all you need. And King David's gonna sit on the throne, by the way. All right, King David's gonna sit on the throne, by the way. All right, he's gonna sit on the throne. For all you people out there that don't understand, all right, King David is gonna actually sit on the throne. It tells you that they're gonna be one prince over them. That's Ezekiel 37 chapter. That cuts the small hats. You bring up the subject matter of why David ain't sitting on the throne, ain't no fucking answer for that. Right? King David played a major part of prophecy. Because when the Lord take the children of Israel back to the land, King David gonna be there. Go to Ezekiel 37 and 24, I believe it is. It says, and David shall be their prince, man. It speaks about that in Jeremiah as well.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 37, verse 24. And David, my servant, shall be king over them.
Read the verse before that.
Verse 23. Neither shall they defile themselves any more with their idols, nor with their detestable things, nor with any of their transgressions, but I will save them out of all their dwelling places, wherein they have sinned, and will cleanse them.
There you go. There you go. Go to Jeremiah 30 and 9.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 9. But they shall serve the Lord their God,
Yeah, Yahweh Shemel Shah power, right? Go ahead.
and David their king, whom I will raise up unto them.
So King David got to be raised up. David got to be right. He was on the scene when Ezekiel was on the scene. Right? So, what's that talking about? That's talking about prophecy. It's talking about the kingdom of heaven. And the Lord going to raise up King David. See? That's what they're talking about. Read that again. That's a cut.
Verse 9.
They don't go into these scriptures because you know why? You be like, well, damn, well, he speaks about the 12 tribes of Israel, and then he speaks about David, their king. He's only going to raise up to him. They're going to serve the Lord, Yahweh Shemashah, their power, and they're going to be led by David. It says they're going to be their prince in Ezekiel 37 and 24. That's prophecy, man. You can't get around that. The Lord says that His word going to go forth, and it won't go forth, or it won't return to Him void. All right, so the Lord says His word will not return to Him void. All right, go ahead. Read that
Jeremiah 30, verse 9. But they shall serve the Lord their power, and David their king, whom I will raise up unto them.
Right, so it should be King David sitting on the throne right now. Big crown on his head. Right? That's it, man. Go back to where you was at. I had you hold off on.
St. Luke.
Oh, yeah, you was reading Luke, and then it was, that was, come.
Book of St. Luke, chapter 1, verse 68. Blessed be the Lord God of Israel, for He has visited and redeemed His people.
Yeah, because the children of Israel was sold. All right? The Lord said, you have sold yourselves for naught, but you shall be redeemed without money. Because the Lord is our Redeemer. All right? Yahweh Shah is going to redeem His elect. That's basically what Matthew 24 and 30 is all about. Matthew 24, 30 and 31. That's him redeeming His elect. All right? But continuing on this Gentile subject, like I said, there's two different Gentiles. You got the actual natural Gentiles, and then you have the Israelites that became Gentiles through captivity. Remember, the Lord had removed us into all the kingdoms of the earth, man. And we learn what? Of their ways, right? And the Lord, not only He scattered us there, but He's going to remove us or gather us, right? The places that He scattered us to. All right, He's going to cleanse us from all those unclean things we were practicing among those people. All right? That's what it mentions in Romans 11. Go to Romans 11, I think it's 26. The Lord said He's going to remove ungodliness from Jacob. Because through the Greeks, right, the Edomites that were the Greeks, they put hell upon Jake, man. The tents of Judah, they was putting them to death for claiming that they were Israelites. And you had the ones that you had many of them consented to do after the manner of the Greeks, which were Edomites. And then Antiochus made the law that you can't even be Israelite. And they made it punishable by death, man. Making them sacrifice profane, unclean things and abominations and shit. You know? Worshiping their idols, their false gods. Go ahead.
Romans 11, verse 1.
No, Romans 11, I think it's 26. 25, 26 says the Lord will remove ungodliness from Jacob.
To 26. Romans 11, verse 26. And so all Israel shall be saved.
All Israel. Go, man, look, hold that. Hold what you got. Let me get some. Jeremiah 16 and 19. O Lord, my strength and my fortress and my refuge in the day of affliction. The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth, and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit. All right? It says, shall a man make gods to himself, and they are no gods? Because that's what our forefathers was doing, man. Worshiping idols, praying unto them, things made with, things made by the hands of men, graven images. All right. Well, that's only salvation for the Israelites, man. Okay. But our foreparents was doing that. So the Lord had to save them from the unclean things they was performing and living after, right? Those abominable things. Because they didn't profit them. But the Lord also said, he said he's going to save them, right? That's what salvation means, to be saved. Because when the Lord comes, he's going to save his elect. Okay? Now in the book of Isaiah 45 and 17, it says this. It says Isaiah 45 and 17, it says, but Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. Ye should not be ashamed nor confound the world without end. That's how we know that John 3:16 is not referring to all nations. It's referring to the cosmos, harmonious arrangement, or a special group of people, which would be the Israelites. The Israelites were made special by the Heavenly Father. So that's why we're special. Does it not say that in Deuteronomy 7th chapter? It said we are special people. The Lord had chosen us to be a special people unto himself, man. To be above all people upon the face of the earth. So the Israelites are special, man. All right, go ahead.
Book of Romans 11 verse 26. And so all Israel shall be saved.
Yeah, all Israel shall be saved. All right, go ahead.
As it is written, there shall come out of Zion the deliverer.
The deliverer. That's what Yahweh Shai means. Yah is he, Yahweh Shai is deliverer. All right? You can say Savior. Same thing. All right? Yeah, words that are synonyms, right? So he's a deliverer. Yahweh Shai is the deliverer. He deliverer. Go ahead.
And shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob.
So there you go. All right? Israel going to be saved. Okay? With an everlasting salvation. You can't find no other scripture where the Lord say he's going to save the heathen. All right? They was never told they're going to be saved. They was never told they're going to be made a covenant with. So who's going to be saved? The Israelites. All right? And like I said, I don't want to forget that the two different Gentiles, right? So we know there's the actual Gentiles, and then you have the Israelites that became Gentiles. Let's prove that. Go to Ephesians 2. Ephesians 2 and 8. Was that 2 and 11? Ephesians 2 and 11. Ephesians 2 and 11.
Ephesians 2 and 11. Wherefore remember that ye being in time past Gentiles in the flesh.
Right.
Who are called.
What the 10 says? What the verse 10 says?
Verse 10 says, for we are his workmanship, created in Hamashiach Yahushua unto good works, which Yahweh has before ordained that we should walk in them. It says, wherefore remember that ye being in time past Gentiles in the flesh.
That's right.
Who are called uncircumcision.
Yeah, because circumcision belongs to what? The law. Right? You had the Israelites that wasn't born. Matter of fact, keep reading. It's going to say that. Commonwealth of Israel. Go ahead.
By that which is called the circumcision in the flesh.
Yeah, if it's circumcised in the law. Go ahead.
Made by hands. That at that time ye were without Hamashiach, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel.
Being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel. Because why? They being born outside the land, most of them didn't know about the law. Most of them didn't keep the law because they didn't know it. And they looked at them as heathen. You go to the book of Acts 21, you know? Matter of fact, go to, give me an example. Go to Acts 21 about the 17th verse. 17, 18th verse, roughly.
The book of Acts, chapter 21, verse 17. And when we were come to Jerusalem, the brethren received us gladly. And the day following, Paul went in with us unto James, and all the elders were present. And when he had saluted them, he declared particularly what things the Most High has wrought among the Gentiles by his ministry.
Now remember, Paul was sent to the Gentiles, which were Israelite foreigners. The ones that were Gentiles. All right? Go ahead.
And when they heard it, they glorified the Lord and said unto him, Thou seest, brother, how many thousands of Jews there are which believe, and they are all zealous of the law.
Zealous of the law. That's how you were circumcised, through the law. Go ahead.
And they are informed of thee, that thou teachest all the Jews which are among the Gentiles.
That links up with we read in St. John 7:35. They're dispersed among the Gentiles. Them that are dispersed, scattered among the Gentiles. Go ahead.
To forsake Moses, saying that they ought not to circumcise their children.
That's the foreskin, circumcision. Go ahead.
Needed to walk after
because you go in the law, on the 8th day you circumcise your son, foreskin of his rod. All right, go ahead.
Needed to walk.
Same thing the Most High told Abraham. And Abraham got to be circumcised, his he told Abraham to circumcise the foreskin, all right, of the males in his household. Go ahead.
Needed to walk after this custom.
Yeah, nigga, get right here and hit his fucking gas, man. Old ass nigga. Hey, some of you chicks be demons for no reason. You get right here, you cruising the light, you gonna just rev it up just because. Niggas just be demons, man. I be hating that shit, man. I like motorcycles, but goddamn, you gonna rev this shit up. The Edomites roll by and they ain't do that shit. Go ahead.
What is it there for?
This society irritates me, man. I'm sorry. That shit irritates me. All that fucking noise, man. I like riding motorcycles, but that shit right there is unnecessary. Go ahead.
What is it there for? The multitude just needs come together, for they will hear that thou art come. Do therefore this what we say.
So he brought in Gentiles, all right, which were Israelites. Go ahead.
Do therefore this what we say, that we say to thee, we have 4 men, which have a vow on them.
Yeah, filthiness. All right, go ahead.
Them take and purify thyself with them, and be at charges with them, that they may shave their heads, and all may know that those things whereof they were informed concerning thee are nothing, but that thou thyself also walkest orderly and kept the law. As touching the Gentiles,
that whom Paul had brought to Jerusalem,
which believe, we have written and concluded that they observe no such thing, save only that they keep themselves.
See, because you gotta remember, Paul was bringing in these Israelites, or these Jews, right, Southern Kingdom Israelites, from these different lands, these different parts of you got Corinth, Galatia, Ephesus, to name a few. He was bringing them in from these different parts, okay? Some of them didn't know the law. Most of them didn't know the law. Like I said, most of them didn't know the law. Go ahead, read again.
As touching the Gentiles.
As touching the Gentiles, Israelite foreigners, right? Go ahead.
Which believe. We have written.
See, which believe. The heathen don't believe in the Most High. Go ahead.
We have written and concluded.
Show not Esau either.
That they observe.
It's true to say that the Most High is not in all his thoughts. So we know you always talking about the so-called white man can't make it. You ain't gonna you don't want to make it. Then yeah, that's on you, man. Esau won't. Esau won't. He didn't find a place of repentance. All right, go ahead.
As touching the Gentiles which believe, we have written and concluded that they observed no such thing, save only that they keep themselves from things offered to idols, and from blood, and from strangling.
See, it mentions the idols, blood. Read it again.
As touching the Gentiles which believe,
Yep.
we have written and concluded that they observe no such thing,
They ain't observed the law. Go ahead.
save only that they keep themselves from things offered to idols,
Offers to idols.
and from blood.
Now you guys, when you go into the Apocrypha, the first Maccabees, first and second Maccabees, go into these different things that the Greeks was putting upon Jacob. Let me read. Matter of fact, let me read it. Now this is still in the Hellenization period. You know, the Greeks was transitioned to the Romans. That's why we say Greco-Roman era or empire. First Maccabees chapter 1. And 43. Yea, many also of the Israelites descended to this religion. Talking about Antiochus. I start 41. I'll read it again. Verse 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath. So this is what's going on. This is during the time of the Greeks. And we know that, history, the Greeks and the Romans were Edomites. The Greeks transitioned to the Romans. You can look at, you got videos on YouTube that goes into that history. You can watch the videos and tell you how the Greeks transitioned to the Romans. They were of the house of Esau, Edom. Okay? It says, for the king, verse 44, for the king had sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem, see, Jerusalem, and the cities of Judah, that they should follow the strange laws of the land. See, the laws of the Greeks. All right, same with the Romans, same people, Edomites, all the Edomite laws. It says, and forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice and drink offerings in the temple, and that they should profane the Sabbaths and festival days, and pollute the sanctuary and holy people, set up altars and groves and chapels of idols, and sacrifice swine's flesh and unclean beasts, that they should also leave their children uncircumcised. So now, not only them, they're talking about the children, the offspring, right? That they should also leave their children uncircumcised and make their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanness and profanation, to the end that they might forget the law and change all the ordinances. So now you wonder why. Now you wonder why those Gentiles, which were Israelite foreigners that were brought to Jerusalem, why it was being looked at as heathens or unclean or not observing the laws of the Commonwealth of Israel, because through captivity under the Greeks and Romans, which Romans was on the scene still, all right, during this time of Paul, right? Because remember, Paul was a Roman citizen. All right, and what happened? All right, he was bringing them in, and they were still keeping some of the things, or still being into the things that they was into under the Greeks and Romans. Okay, and so therefore they was unclean. All right, they was unclean. They was still clinging to idols, and Paul had to bring them to the remembrance of them being Israelites, and to remember that the Most High exists. And Paul was teaching about faith in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. See? But they came in, they probably was dressed as the heathen and all kind of shit. That's what happened when you're conquered. Look at our people today. What they doing today? Look at the so-called Negro Latino Native Americans. They don't do shit that our forefathers do. They do things that we was taught by the Edomites that conquered us. Queen of Heaven worship. That comes from the Edomites.
Precept.
Bring it out.
Book of Hosea, chapter 8, verse
Celebrating
1.
birthdays and shit. They come from these fucking Edomites, man. Sunday of worship. All these manner of things I've been picked up, which Jeremiah the 10th chapter tell you that the customs of the people are vain. And these goddamn Edomites are very vain. Go ahead.
Book of Hosea, chapter 8, verse 1. Set the trumpet to thy mouth. He shall come as an eagle against the house of the Lord.
See? Go ahead.
Because they have transgressed my covenant and trespassed against my law.
And that's how the heathen came against us. Especially Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Okay? You look at the boarding schools that happened. The boarding schools was to take away from our people from going, because they say Native Americans, right? But the boarding schools, all right, was to take away the traditions of the fathers. Prior to the invasion, all right, before this land was stolen from us, we knew the Most High Heavenly Father name, right? You look at all the altars that was set up, Gad playing the role of the priest, right? Then it goes back to what? The law. Daily sacrifice, right? Because remember in 2nd Ezra 13 chapter it say that there they may keep the laws or statutes which they never kept in their own land. Because that's why we was kicked out in the first place.
That's not the only thing it says about law in the Bible. In the Bible, it actually says that man-made laws are just as important.
Read that.
Hosea chapter 8, verse 1.
And then go back to what.
Set the trumpet to thy mouth. He shall come as an eagle against the house of the Lord.
Matter of fact, go to what's that? Chapter 7. Go to chapter 7. It says matter of fact, you in 8. It says I know he from. It says matter of fact, chapter 8. 8 and 8. Look what 8 and 8 says. You in 8. Verse 8. What it says?
Hosea 8 and 8. Israel is swallowed up.
Israel is swallowed up. Go ahead.
Now shall they be among the Gentiles.
Among the Gentiles. Where we learn the Gentile customs. You got fucking Israelites walking around right now eating fucking medium rare cooked meat like the Edomites. Trying to fit in with the Edomites. That's why the Lord told Jeremiah, tell our people, why trimmest thou thy ways to seek love? Because Jake always trimming their ways to seek love from these heathen. When to this very day we don't get no goddamn love from these heathen. Who give a fuck about the so-called Negro Latino Native Americans, the Israelites? Nobody. No fucking body. Right now they're trying to remove Gad from a land. Right now they're talking about thinking some lithium or something like that, or some kind of resource they found on the land. They want to remove Gad from that land. Here it is again, so-called treaty fucking land. You trying to remove our brethren from it.
Salakia. We was just talking about in the news about giving the land back to Gad.
Well, because Gad, one thing about Gad,
Yeah.
Gad wants this land back. The Gad actually not in their right mind, they want the land back. This land polluted. Numbers 35 and about verse 33 said that the land cannot be cleansed because the blood been shed in the land, right? And it said the land cannot be cleansed except the blood of him that shed the blood. His blood got to be shed. Because this land polluted. Arise ye in the park, like it's 2 and 10. Rise ye in the park, but this is not your rest. It is polluted. Gad think that not just Gad, Reubenites too. Them niggas think that this is our rest. Why do you think the Most High had the Edomites come up here and war with us? Them goddamn the conquistadors, the Spaniards, the English, fake ass Christians. Right? You almost at time?
Oh.
All right.
20 minutes.
Have him come over to war with us. Okay? It was prophecy that happened. And because really, to be honest, we weren't doing shit right. It says Israel, I know Israel and his sins are not hidden from me. I believe that's in the 7th chapter of Hosea. You ain't got to get it. You know, but it says that. I know Israel and his, matter of fact, go ahead and get it. I believe it's the 7th chapter about somewhere around the 3rd, 4th verse maybe, if I remember right. This fucking devil trying to run up here like she knows something. Yeah. Fuck out of here, I'm like ignore her.
Wicked flee.
Yeah, the wicked flee with no man pursuing. Let alone a weak vessel of the fucking Edomites. Well, Jeremiah 15:5 says, "For who shall have pity upon thee, O Jerusalem? Nobody pity us or feel sorry for us." All they try to do is, when they know they ass in the line, because the word of the Lord condemns their ass, and then they want to act they feel sorry.
Hey, verse.
I'll get it. All right. For 1 second, let me get it out. My bad. It's Hosea, the 5th chapter. Hosea 5 and verse 3. I know Ephraim and Israel is not hid from me. For now Ephraim thou committest whoredom, and Israel is defiled. So there you go. We was over here doing some nigga shit too. Truth be told, man. Now you gotta tell the truth. Alright? That's why the Lord had those Edomites come over here and war with us, man. Alright, the northern tribes, we weren't right either. Still doing the same things that got us kicked out of the land. That's the truth. That's the absolute truth, man. Some of the things they say about the tribes when they were sacrificing and doing all this kind of wicked shit. Sacrificing children. Jacob doing, hey, Jacob was doing that too. Alright? So, there you go. Alright? So you look at, back to the original subject matter, was that the Gentiles or Israelite foreigners being brought to Jerusalem, why they being looked at as heathen, because they was doing or living after the manner of the heathen. That's why you go into the New Testament and you think them the Gentiles that was brought in, they were actually Gentiles, and they're not. Go back to Ephesians 2:11. We're gonna finish reading that. We ain't finished reading all Ephesians 2:11. We're gonna go into that.
Ephesians,
Jeremiah 50 chapter tell you that Israel had been a lost sheep. We the ones lost our way. These heathens know their forefathers. They know their foreparents. They know the way of their forefathers. But the people on this side don't know. The so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, we don't know. How we know is through the scriptures, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. Waking up out of Bibles, you know, on down to the, King Machado, all the great men that was set to teach, and to the apostles we have today, and the elders and the elder bishops we have today, that taught us young brothers. This is how we know of our forefathers. Prior to then, we didn't know. Before we learned this knowledge, we were just niggas in the world. Doing nigga shit. Being wicked as hell. And we still in this wicked ass flesh, so we subject to go off. That's why I want to be changed so fucking bad. Now, I know this flesh ain't nothing, man. But go ahead.
Ephesians 2 verse 11. Wherefore, remember that ye being in time past Gentiles in the flesh.
Yeah, read that loud. Read that loud so you can hear your cars flying through.
It says, wherefore, remember that ye being in time past Gentiles in the flesh.
Yeah, Gentiles in the flesh. Yeah, go ahead.
Who are called uncircumcision.
Who are called uncircumcision names, one circumcised in the law. Go ahead.
But that which is called the circumcision in the flesh, made by hands.
Made by hands. Go ahead.
That at that time ye were without Hamashiach.
Yeah, we didn't have a Messiah at that time. That's why he had to come. Yahweh Shah had to come. All right? His blood had to be shed for us. That we might be redeemed and made peace with the Father. Without Yahweh Shah, we won't be shit. You niggas out there talking about we don't got to worship or exalt Yahweh Shah. You crazy as hell, man. The great sacrifice he did, we indebted to him. Go ahead.
Being aliens from the commonwealth.
Being aliens from the commonwealth of what?
Of Israel.
Of Israel. Raised up like fucking heathens. That's what it means. The heathen you was scattered amongst, you was raised up like them. Doing their customs. Worshiping their idols. Not serving Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. All right, go ahead. And then that's going on again to this very fucking day. Our people are into Islam, Christianity, Buddhism. This nigga, I'm gonna watch the fight when it comes, Lord willing. The Errol Spence and Bud Crawford fight. You know, I still watch them type of shit, man. You know, being an ex-fighter myself, not professional, but you know, I've been an ex-fighter growing up. But my man trainer, Derek James, this nigga's a Buddhist. Big bald ass head, man. He a Buddhist, practicing Buddhist. See what I'm saying? Here he is, he is like, but he got a big, nigga got a whole crispy bald ass head. Go ahead, brother.
That at that time ye were without Hamashiach.
There you go.
Being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel.
Yeah, the law. You weren't raised in the law. You weren't raised in the customs of your fathers. You was raised in the customs of the heathen. Go ahead.
And strangers from the covenants of promise.
And strangers from there you go. Who the covenants go to? Israel. Does not say that? Did not the Lord say that this? It said that this is the new covenant I will make with the house of Israel and the house of Judah. Matter of fact, hold that. Speaking of covenants, go to Romans 9:4, and then we're gonna go to Hebrews 8, and then we're gonna come back. We're gonna get ready to go. Gotta go in their history, know how the Israelites became Gentiles. Strangers from the commonwealth of Israel. Because on this side, we all became that. Jeremiah 17:4. We all discontinued from our heritage that the Lord gave us. All right? Go ahead and read it.
Book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 4.
Yep.
Who are Israelites? To whom pertain it?
Matter of fact, start at 3. Start at 3.
Verse 3.
Gotta get 3. It mentions the anointed. Yahweh Shah. Go ahead.
For I could wish that myself were accursed.
It's Paul speaking.
From Hamashiach. For my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption.
To the Israelites pertain the adoption. Go ahead.
And the glory.
The glory. Kingdom of heaven. Go ahead.
And the covenants.
And the covenants. It's plural, ain't it? There's an S on that. Plural. The old covenant, Exodus 19, and new covenant. That's Jeremiah 30:31. It's reiterated in the book of Hebrews as well. Go ahead.
And the giving of the law.
And the giving of the law. The Lord gave us his law. Psalms 147:19. He showed his word to Jacob, and his statutes to Israel. He had not dealt so with any other nation, and as for his judgments they have not known them. Praise ye Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
And the service of the Most High. And the promises.
And the promises, man. The covenants and the promises. It mentions the covenant and the promises. Okay? Read verse 5 too. For all you wacky tacky weirdo in the Christian church.
Romans 9, verse 5. Whose are the fathers?
Whose are the fathers?
And of whom, as concerning the flesh, Hamashiach came, who is over all.
So Yahushua came in the flesh for the Israelites, not the small hats. All right. Now go to Hebrews 8. Then we're gonna go back and finish up.
Book of Hebrews 8.
Go to 8. 8 and 8.
Book of Hebrews chapter 8, verse 8. For finding fault with them.
Finding fault with who? The Israelites. Go ahead.
He saith, behold, the days come, saith the Most High.
Now you got your red letter Bible, it give you a reference scripture. Right? Now you go to the reference scripture. Reference scriptures, right? You go in the blue letter? Now check this out. Go to matter of fact, go to Jeremiah 31:31. Jeremiah 31:31.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 31, verse 31. Says, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah.
There you go, man. Read it again.
Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh.
What scripture is that? What's called the scripture out?
Jeremiah 31:31. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah.
Yep, go ahead.
Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers, and the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt.
There you go, because the Lord brought out who out of Egypt? The forefathers of us Israelites. All right. Now go back to matter of fact, go to what does Zechariah 8:8 say? Zechariah 8:8. I came out with Jeremiah 31:31, but that was on my top of my mind. You haven't even got it in here. But I knew off the top of my head what that was.
Zechariah 8:8 says, and I will bring them, and they shall dwell in the midst of Jerusalem, and they shall be my people.
Read up a verse.
Verse 7. Thus saith the Most High, Lord of armies, behold, I will save my people.
Read that again, verse. Start at the top.
Thus saith the Most High, Lord of armies, behold, I will save my people.
Yeah, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, the Israelites. The 12 tribes of Israel. That is Israel. Yasha'Allah, man. Yasha'Allah. Go ahead, bro.
From the east country and from the west country.
Yep. One side of the earth to the other. Go ahead.
And I'm going to bring them, and they shall dwell in the midst of
Jerusalem. You can say this too. The eastern hemisphere and the western hemisphere. Go ahead.
And I'm going to bring them, and they shall dwell in the midst of Jerusalem. And they shall be my people. And I will be their power.
There you go.
And truth and in righteousness.
Woo! Go back to Hebrews 8. Finish that up. Hebrews 8:9. Hands cut, man.
The book of Hebrews.
Hey, our people don't understand. Our people really don't understand how much we are truly blessed. Our people walk up down the streets and they claim these little fake ass titles, being Negro, Puerto Rican, and Mexican. No, you ain't no fucking none of that. You an Israelite. Your heirs to the covenants of promise. You don't even want to be that. You want to sit here and be a fucking nigga, a spook and a wetback and a spit. I don't want this shit. I want the kingdom. Y'all can have this shit. I want to sit here and I don't want to go nowhere. I don't want to visit no country. I don't want no fucking passport. I don't want none of that shit. I want to be beamed up on a chariot. That's all I want. I want to be beamed up on the chariot when they come. When Yahweh Shai come in the angel, I want to be beamed up. Beam me up, Scotty.
First class.
First class, baby. I want to go in that chariot. You know what I'm saying? That's when we're going to start to live, man. The Lord said the scripture said we're going to be changed, man. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, we're going to be changed, man. You see them new bodies, man. Y'all want this fucking America? Y'all can have this fucking America, man. Fucking niggas, y'all can have this shit, man. I want to have all my wives, children. All right? I want that crown of glory, man. All right?
You want to conquer all
I want to taste
nations.
that. That's right. I want to conquer the nations with that rod of iron. I want to reward them double until what they have done to us. Like the scriptures say. You want to sit here and do a fucking march. You niggas is crazy, man.
Precept.
We get out.
Revelation.
Fucking march and going to have a council meeting at the fucking... I'm not having no council meeting with these devils, man. For what? No, for what? They ain't gonna listen to you. You don't have no seat at the UN Security Council, nigga.
2 minutes.
Go ahead.
Revelation 2, verse 26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. And
power. That's what the fuck I want. Esau got power. That's why he's able to do what he's doing. It's in the power of his hand. When the Lord give us the power in our hand, I can visualize it right now and see. Go ahead.
And he shall rule them with the rod of iron.
That's what Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai gonna give us. All right, a rod of fucking iron to rule over the nations, man. You niggas want to stay here in fucking America and take trips to Miami and be seen with these bust down ass harlots just to take a picture for the gram? Simple-minded Israelites, man. Our people simple, man. We're on vacation to take a fucking selfie. Fuck a selfie, man. I want the kingdom, nigga. You go to fucking Cabo. No, nigga. I want to go to the land of Israel, all right, and get up that chariot and kick ass with spiritual powers. Niggas is crazy, man. Fucking crazy, man. I want to live in this shit, man. Fucking retarded, man. All our people fucking retarded. Stupid children, man. Read on.
Revelation 2:26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him.
Sometimes you get mad at these fucking niggas, man. You wanna sit here and live on the fucking bottom your whole life, man. Work your ass a job till you fucking die. They already taking away your fucking retirement and everything. Stupid fucking niggas, man. Tired of these motherfuckers, man. Ain't the Most High ain't gonna suffer us to live here no more, man. All you Israelites don't want to get right, the Most High gonna kill your ass, man. The Lord gonna kill you niggas, man. Motherfuckers. I'm fucking pissed off, man. Go ahead.
And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end.
Man, you suffer every fucking day, man. For righteousness' sake, and you just look at these fucking niggas that's want to live in this shit, man. I hate this place, man. I fucking hate it, man. I was out last night. I just like, man, I hate leaving my crib, man. I got the house last night. It's like, this remind me why I work 5-6 days and go fucking home after work, man, and stay at home. This shit is a vexation, man. Your fucking kids learning about the fucking African community. They pushing that flame emotion on your children. It's a wicked ass place we gotta live in, man. Ruled by the wicked ass people, man. I don't want fucking, man, I don't want party or nothing, man. Nothing, man. I used to go out dancing there once in a while. I ain't been dancing in a long fucking time. Prior to even me going on the road. Go ahead, brother.
Revelation 2:26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron. As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I have received of my Father.
That's right. There you go, man. Remember, we joined. Go to Romans 8 and 16 and 17.
Right.
Yahweh Shah said, even as I have received of my Father. We join heirs with Yahweh Shah.
Romans 16, verse 8. Greet Amplias, my beloved.
No.
Romans what?
Romans 8, 16, 17.
Romans 8, verse 16. The Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High.
There you go. Keep going.
And the children then heirs.
And if children, then heirs. Go ahead.
Heirs of the Most High, and joint heirs with the Mashiach.
Yeah, which is Yahweh Shah. Say his name. Put his name there. They gotta know who the anointed is.
And joint heirs with Yahweh Shah.
Because he's the anointed.
Says, if so, be that
We suffer with him.
we suffer with him.
Yeah, we suffer with him. This is part of our suffering. My son, thou wilt come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation, man. So this suffering we going through is necessary. And it's worthy. This is worthy suffering. You know? But hey, anyways, with that, we're going to close, man. Lord willing, next week, shalom.